Thank you, and we're back here at Shut Up and Listen, and my second guest for the evening. And we're continuing to discuss this idea of Congressman Schlomo Glickstein moving all the Palestinians to North Dakota, and then moving all the citizens of North Dakota to South Dakota. And with me now to discuss this from another point of view is a close ally of Congressman Glickstein, Mr. Wayne Carson.
How you doing?
Good.
All right.
Mr. Carson, are you a citizen of North Dakota?
Been living in North Dakota now for close to 35 years.
Close to 35 years. Wow.
Grew up in Chicago.
Right. How long were you in Chicago?
Until the 5th grade.
Till the 5th grade. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're currently like 47.
45.
45.
Give or take.
How did it come about that you met Schlomo Glickstein?
Right. Well, I'm a church member.
Jewish?
No.
No.
Please.
So how did it come about? I mean, Schlomo Glickstein, does he come to church?
No.
No.
Basically, I'm on the interfaith committee of our church. I'm a Methodist.
Right. My mother's a Methodist.
That's great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
My wife's a Lutheran.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. Anyways, I sit on a committee. And basically we were talking about world peace. You know?
Right.
And we got on the subject of Israel, Palestine, and world peace, basically. So I got a orthodontist. My kid's orthodontist.
Right.
Is Jewish. Sidney Rosenbaum.
Right.
And he belongs to a synagogue up the road from me, you know?
Is he on this interfaith committee as well?
He's on the interfaith committee, but he's of course not Methodist.
Now, isn't Sidney Rosenbaum the guy that created the clear cavity filler thing?
That's right. That's
Same
him.
Sidney?
That's him. And he's basically my kid's, my oldest orthodontist. And my kid he's a great kid, but he's got absolutely terrible teeth.
Right.
Some of them are growing in like, it's costing me a fortune, but Sidney is like, he's a great guy and everything. So we were talking here on a committee, and he told me about this guy, Schlomo Glickstein, former Knesset member. That he's no longer...
Which is a congressman in
basically,
translation.
Right. Knesset is basically, I'm no expert on Israel, believe me there. Though I understand a lot more than I did maybe a couple of years ago, right?
Thanks to Schlomo?
Thanks to Schlomo and,
And Dr. Rosenbaum.
Dr. Rosenbaum, and I do a little reading as well.
Yeah. You know, Shlomo's big on the internet. You ever surf the internet at all?
I don't.
No?
No.
No.
My kids do, of course.
Yeah, well, they're that age. It's kind of their generation.
Right. My oldest son, William, is 13 years old, and Jake is 9.
Right.
So they do a lot of internet surfing, right? They do a lot of, that's what it's called, surfing.
Okay. So how did it come about? You met Schlomo.
Right.
Right.
I met Schlomo.
Schlomo told you the idea.
Well, I got together with him.
Right.
I gave him a call. He was living at the time in San Francisco at the time.
Right.
I gave him a call. He comes out to North Dakota and meets with me. And we got together at a Red Lobster.
He likes lobster Newberg. You know that?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I do know that. But I think he had, that day, the broiled scallops.
Oh, that's a good item right there.
I had the shrimp scampi myself.
Shrimp scampi's pretty good.
Well, you know, a lot of people think that the Red Lobster,
Right.
you know, I don't know,
Do I eat Red Lobster?
No. No. Do you ever eat at the Red Lobster?
I have, yes.
Because I know in San Francisco, it's not considered upper class.
Oh, to eat lobster?
Right. No, to eat at the Red Lobster.
Oh, well, I don't think it's considered upper class anywhere to eat at the Red Lobster.
You know, for $12.95, you could get all you can eat, right?
Hey, that'll fill the belly, won't it?
It fills my belly.
All you can eat.
Yeah. My wife, Alice, also likes the Red Lobster. She goes for the...
What's her deal? What does she like at the Red Lobster?
Well, you know, because she's on a diet now, so...
Yeah.
Right, so...
She gets like the soup and sandwich
exactly.
thing.
Right, so basically it's all you can eat.
Yeah.
Which is not very good if you're on a diet.
It's true. It's true.
So we got together with Schlomo, and he tells me the idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that there's going to be some Palestinians moving to Israel. Would
Right.
I be interested in that for world peace? You know,
Right.
of course, I said.
Right. Right. So you said, of course,
I said, of course. I mean, what can I do for
because it's world peace.
Right.
Of course. Excuse me. So he told you the idea that we, previously discussed.
A few Palestinians are going to be moving here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and
Not a few. How many?
Well, that's the thing.
Do you
Now
know
we're getting
exactly
in,
how
now we're
many?
getting into the hub
Right.
of the situation. At first, I thought maybe there was going to be a few hundred.
Right. Did Schlomo give you any indication? He lead you on a little bit?
You know, I don't want to say that he led me on, because I don't want to be calling anybody. What camera are we on?
Camera 2.
I don't want to be calling anybody a liar.
Right.
That's not my thing.
Right.
But I got the impression, you know, from Mr. Glickstein, from Schlomo, that there's going to be like maybe at most 1,000. You know, there's 642,000 Dakotans today.
Right. Right. So you're not really up on what's going on in the West Bank
No.
and Gaza at all?
Not a lot. No way. What's going on here?
You ever heard the name Yasser Arafat?
Yeah, of course, sure. Sure.
Right. Okay.
I know. You know, I'm not. My thing is world peace. I don't know
Right.
politicians.
So you're
much.
into the whole idea of the Palestinians coming over here, and so how are you assisting Schlomo in this whole event? Are you
I sit
providing
on-
him finances or moral support, advice?
There's
People
no
you know
money
in
in
North
it. No
Dakota?
money in it for me there.
No.
No, I don't do that. I'm not doing it for money. This
Right.
is for world peace.
Right. Right.
And I sit on the committee on a church,
Right.
and so I'm trying to get my neighbors, other churches involved, the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So is there? Shlomo says there's a lot of private support, that he gets a lot of folks privately.
I don't
that are
know
on
about
board
that
with
because
this. But do you feel as though North Dakotans are into this, and South Dakotans? Is everybody on board?
now the South Dakotans, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You got to have another guest on here. I'm not going to
Right.
speak for the South Dakotans.
How they feel about it?
So I've never been there in my life.
Right. I got to ask you a question
Yeah, go
before we
ahead.
run
Oh,
out of time.
absolutely.
Is why are you wearing the glasses and the nose and the mustache thing there?
No. A couple months ago, I get a knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9 o'clock at night in the evening. I say to my wife, Yellis, are you expecting anybody? You know what she says? No.
Right.
I look through the peephole.
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys wearing a suit, a black pinstripe suit, red tie, 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they're not from North Dakota,
Right.
right? 9
Right.
o'clock in the evening on a Thursday night. They're not from North Dakota, believe me there. I open up the door. You know who they are?
I have no idea.
They're the Mossad,
The Mossad, the CIA in Israel, is that correct?
basically.
Mm-hmm.
They said that they understand that I've been causing a little bit of trouble with regards to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
Right.
I've been causing trouble, me, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I can't believe it.
I says, no, you got somebody, you're mistaken here, because it's not me. Maybe it's somebody else. It's not me. I haven't been causing any trouble there. I've been trying to, I
Right.
told you, world peace,
You're at the
right?
church. You're in a faith.
The whole works.
Red Lobster.
Right, the shrimp scampi.
Good guy, of course. Yeah. Why would you be causing trouble?
I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I says to them, maybe it's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I close the door on them, right?
Right.
20 seconds later, I open up the door, they're gone. I don't see them at all.
So with all that,
Yeah.
and what still makes you want to come here and just to support Schlomo?
Well, I mean, I understand that Schlomo is having his problems.
Yeah.
And, I kind of feel like we've been in it together. I've known him now for about a year and a half.
Right.
And,
So, Mr. Carson, I hate to cut you off, but we're running out of time. Things are getting a a little tight, but I really appreciate you
No,
coming.
I got more time
Yeah,
myself.
unfortunately,
I could stay for a while. No
unfortunately,
problem.
we only have 27 seconds. So, I appreciate you coming in and
Uh-huh.
supporting Schlomo Glickstein, and all the best to you and your family.
World peace, right?
Yep. Best of luck. I hope that your safety and your family secure, and that your wife has a
And don't worry
great
about
job
Alice.
doing
Don't worry about
the
Alice.
diet, and you guys enjoy Red Lobster. I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and we'll see you again next month. Have a good evening.